16 men have qualified for the World Championships in Quebec City, Canada. But only one can leave with the title. Two grueling events, super yoke and log for max weight. Personal best will be beat, and world records will shatter. The 410-kilo, 903-pound super yoke will test the limits of these strongmen. The log for max weight will push these athletes to their breaking point. Get ready for some serious action. Some of the greatest battles and wars have been fought right here, but there's one more battle. The IFSA World Championships from Quebec City, Canada. 16 men, 8 grueling events. Hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Anderson. Joining me, my partner, former world champion Jamie Reeves. Jamie, will anybody be able to stop Zydrunas Savickas?
Well, the strongest guys in the world are here, Doug. We've got the Pan American champion, Phil Pfister, the World Open champion, Mikhail Koklayev, and the current world champion, Vasil Varashchuk. The two questions on everybody's lips: who can stop Zydrunas Savickas, and how many world records are going to fall?
How many records indeed? The super yoke, athletes must shoulder 410 kilos, over 900 pounds, over a 30-meter course in 75 seconds. The first two gladiators at the World Championships, the rookie and the European champion.
Travis Ortmeyer from Houston, Texas. Zydrunas Savickas. Savickas used to hold the world record, and he has a tremendous record in this event.
He does indeed, and he's got a tremendous record overall this year. Nobody has beat Savickas so far. We've talked about Savickas being an all-round decathlon of strength, and he surely is. He's a 3-time Arnold winner. He's won everything so far this year. He's broke world records in the log lift, the yoke race, and Travis Ortmeyer has got a lot on his plate here to keep up with Savickas, Doug.
Well, Ortmeyer probably would like to just post a very good time, pick up some points in the standings, and set himself up for future events. Look at Savickas come flying out of the gate. Zydrunas Savickas moving up to the midway point.
He's actually sprinting, Doug, with 410 kilograms. He's already 5 meters from the line. This is a fantastic time.
Zydrunas Savickas. Savickas may have just set a new world record.
He absolutely flew down that course, Doug. He was accelerating, he was nearly sprinting towards the end. I think Savickas has made his intentions clear here. He's going to try and destroy all this field.
Travis Ortmeyer with the final 2 meters to go now. And a good workmanlike effort. He's got to get the second part across. Ortmeyer having trouble lifting it up and finally slides it across. That could be a costly few seconds, Jamie.
Yeah, very difficult for Travis, but he's come through. He's finished the course.
Jamie, quickly take us through Savickas' run.
Wow, he just picks up at the whistle, sets off. You can see he looks comfortable carrying this kind of weight. This is 903 pounds, 410 kilos, and Savickas is moving faster and faster and accelerating through for a new world record.
Zydrunas Savickas with a new world record here in Quebec City. 16.15 seconds. Travis Ortmeyer, 41.50 seconds. That'll put him about middle of the pack thus far.
Next up, the Latvian legend and the current world champion.
So Raymonsburg, Manas of Latvia. It is Vasil Varashchuk of the Ukraine, the only man, Jamie, that may be able to take on Zydrunas Savickas.
Indeed, he's very fast at this. It's his favourite event. tentative start, but look at Varaschuk.
Oh, he's picked it up through the first 10 meters of the course. Varaschuk flying through the midway point. Coming up now on the final 10 meters. Vasil Varaschuk toward the finish line. Looking to stop the clock in world record time. And he's just off the pace. Here comes Raymond Bergmanis. 5 meters to go.
Fantastic time from Varaschuk, but I feel he's been pipped by Savickas. Raymond Bergmanis comes in there. Both pretty good times, though. That'll keep him up there in the top of the field, Doug.
Well, Vasil Varaschuk with a superior effort will put him in second spot. 17.31 seconds, Jamie.
Yeah, you can see he flies again. Out of the start, coming down. Just seems to lose his balance a little bit past the midway point. Gets his balance back, accelerates to the finish line, and nonetheless, a terrific time.
A very, very good time from Vasil Varaschuk as well as Raymond Bergmanis of Latvia. Vasil Varaschuk just off world record pace, 17.31 seconds. That will currently put him in second spot. Raymond Bergmanis, a good time as well, 28.83 seconds.
For the super yoke, it's Andrus Muramets, the Estonian policeman, taking on IFSA's fastest rising star, Mikhail Kuklayev. Quebec City is the proud host to the IFSA World Championships. 16 of the world's top athletes representing 12 countries, all with one single goal in mind, the IFSA World Championships. 8 grueling events. Who will prove to be the strongest man on the planet? Now a battle of the rising stars in the super yoke. The Estonian policeman Andrus Muramets goes up against Russia's Mikhail Kuklayev in this battle.
Take your position.
This is the first World Championships for both men.
3, 2, 1.
Muramets gets it off the ground first. He's got a good pace going out of the gate. Kuklayev slow and steady through the first 5 meters. Muramets at the midway point. Good choke from Andrus Muramets with 10 meters to go. Kuklayev with a put down. Muramets with 5 meters to go. At the finish line, slides it across.
Yeah, good time from Muramets here. Kuklayev struggling a little bit. This is not his favourite event. Once again, a very tall guy, around 6'3". Struggling. He's got to finish here. He knows he needs the points.
Mikhail Kuklayev through the finish line, stopping the clock.
Well, Kuklayev's happy to finish, but I'm sure the happier of the two will be Andrus Muramets. That'll keep him up there with the leaders, Doug, that time.
Well, Andrus Muramets with a big effort from the 27-year-old Estonian, 19.72 seconds. That will currently sit him in third spot. Mikhail Kuklayev at 38.75. Muramets is on the floor with Tammy.
Congratulations, you're in third place. Have you put on size since Latvia?
Yes, a little bit, 1.5 kilogram maybe, and more stronger in squat, and it helps a little bit. My time was last record 26, and now 6 seconds better. Third place is very good.
Awesome, good job.
Up now, the Finnish Beach Boy takes on the Polish powerhouse.
Finland's Tomi Lota, Poland's Robert Szczepanski. They are the final 2 to go.
Let's see if he can challenge those leading times.
Also a tough go for Tomi Lota simply because of his height.
Yeah, Tommy, another tall guy, 6'4", but he's proved before that he can lift these yokes and he can move fast.
1.
Let's see if Tommy's got any better. Szczepanski's off to a flying start, though.
He sure is, through the first 5 meters relatively quickly. Lota a little bit off course at 10 meters has knocked both of the markers down.
Well, Szczepanski's flying down here. This is going to get him up in the top placings.
Szczepanski hangs on to it through the finish line. Lota with 5 meters to go. Tomi Lota, still a good effort as well. Robert Szczepanski, a time of 18.59 seconds. And on the replay, Jamie, he came out of the gate flying.
Well, he comes out of the blocks here, accelerating. We knew Szczepanski was capable of going under 20 seconds. Doesn't look under stress at all, looks very controlled over the finish line, and that's progress for Szczepanski. Faster than last time, and that gets him right up there with the leaders.
Robert Szczepanski, 18.59 seconds. Tomi Lota, a time of 25.63 seconds. Two very solid efforts. Szczepanski takes over third spot from Andrus Muromets.
Through one event at the World Championships, Muromets sits in fourth spot, Szczepanski in third, former world champion Vereshchuk in second, and Savickas leads the way. Prepare for the log lift for max weight. Russia's Mikhail Kuklayev, Lithuania's Vytas Blakaitis. Can Blakaitis hold on as the ultimate battle continues?
It's a strongman. It's the best athletes around the world who come together in one federation. It's the World Championships. You know, it's the top of the top. It's the pinnacle. It's what we do. I'm probably the joke right now that why the hell is this guy here? I can only go up. Let's put it that way. There's no, I'm at the bottom, I gotta work my way to the top. I'm thinking as a rookie, it would be an outstanding performance if I took top 5, especially with the field here, because these are the best of the best. It's gonna be an intense battle to the last event.
The log lift for max weight starts at 140 kilos, 308 pounds. The world record sits at 202.5 kilos, 446 pounds. How high can they go? Here's the first man to take on the log lift for max weight.
Travis Ortmeyer at 140 kilos. Ortmeyer limping a little bit. You wonder if the yoke played a little havoc with his body.
Well, running 30 meters with 410 kilograms, it's got to find a weak spot in everybody. Ortmeyer up at 140, a little bit unstable, gets the signal. Good opening left for Ortmeyer.
Travis Ortmeyer, one of those competitors that when he psychs himself up big, he can certainly come through. That brings up Mikhail Kuklayev.
This is a part of the competition where he excels.
Yeah, Kuklayev, the World Open Strongman champion. It doesn't favor technique, just raw strength and brute power.
Kuklayev stepping up to take on 160 kilos.
Lift.
Laps it, rolls it to the chest with relative ease. Kuklayev splits and powers it up.
Well, we saw Kuklayev before with the log in previous competitions, and he struggled at 160 kilograms. You can only think he's another guy that's gone away and done all his homework, Doug. That looked very easy.
The Finnish Beach Boy looking to make some headway in the standings.
There's Finland's Tomi Lota, 150 kilos.
Lift.
Most of these guys are experienced. They've got to blank that out. I think Lotta has done, because he's come with a nice, easy lift there. They've really got to be focused, not worry about what anybody else is doing, and just get to the maximum weight in those 3 attempts.
Next up, another Scandinavian. They call him Viking Power.
Sven Karlsson sitting in his 10th World Championship.
Lift.
You know he's been, at this point in time, quite off it. Gets it to the shoulder, struggling a little bit to maintain balance. Karlsson can't press it out, and he drops the log.
Well, Karlsson said after the yoke race he felt a twinge in his knee, and you can see on the replay of this when he tries to clean it, it doesn't look like he's using his legs, and you can only think that injury, he really felt it on that attempt, Doug.
This is Estonia's Andrus Muromets.
The strongest cop on the planet.
Tightening up the log. Muromets is well at 160 kilos.
Here's Muromets at 160 kilograms.
Oh, easily to the chest. Muromets now to the press.
He missed it there, mistimed the press a little bit. Here he goes again.
Able to recover and gets the clean press. Nice second effort from Andrus Muromets. And now it's Vidas Blakaitis, the Lithuanian Powerball. Also at 170, the final man to attempt this weight.
Well, here's another guy, Blakaitis, who looked very comfortable in the first round.
Take a grip.
But we've seen so many lifters miss their attempts in this second round.
Trying to struggle to hang on. He lost the log and drops it.
We've seen so many lifters come undone in this second round of lifting. And here's another one, Blakaitis. And it's all over for Blakaitis in this second lift.
He will walk away very disappointed, unsuccessful at 170.
Just look at Blakaitis. He tries to press it out. His left arm starts to come down and the log goes over to the left-hand side.
Blakaitis failing to lock out at 170 kilos. The world record holder, Zydrunas Savickas, still to come. Quebec City is the proud host to the IFSA World Championship. The weight on the max log moves to 180 kilos, 398 pounds, and there is the world record holder, Zydrunas Savickas of Lithuania, the current leader at the World Championships, setting the world record in Riga, Latvia.
Take your grip.
Savickas steps right up.
Lift.
Here goes the world record holder, Savickas, at 180 kilograms. Wow, that looked easy.
Absolutely no problem for Zydrunas Savickas at 180. He'll pretty much call it.
Just look at this lift again from Savickas. It looks effortless, just an easy press out at 180 kilograms.
Now the third and final attempt for the rookie from Houston, Texas.
So the third and final attempt for Travis Ortmeyer as he steps up at 150 kilos. And after we saw him, Jamie, in the first go-round at 150, you got to believe this young man needed to recollect his thoughts and come out one more time swinging.
He did indeed. It's going to be an uphill struggle now for Travis Ortmeyer to get this. It looks like a better clean.
And he press it out.
Fighting it out now. Great lift in there from Ortmeyer. That's a good lift.
Ortmeyer has to be happy, finishing off 150 kilos.
Dolan's on home soil and wants to put on a show for Quebec.
Canada's Jeff Dolan unsuccessful at 160 in his second attempt. This is his third attempt now at 160.
Take a grip.
Well, this is a lift that's well within Jeff's capabilities. Come on, Jeff. Nice and smooth to the shoulders.
Hometown crowd trying to help out Jeff Dolan. Again, quite a bit of time. Dolan powers it up, and he's good at 160 kilos. And Dolan has to be happy with that effort.
Yeah, Dolan really got it all together on that lift. We see here very smooth, clean, a weightlifting split, locks it out, gets stable and his feet in line and gets the signal from Dr. Douglas Edmonds.
You missed the 160 on your second attempt. What made the difference during that third attempt?
Desperation. It was do or die. I had plans for a 170 when I got here, but I think that 920 yoke took something out of me. I really needed that 160 on my third attempt. I would have been done.
You did, and the fans were, that's got to motivate you, the fans.
Yeah, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of a home crowd, so.
Well, you're definitely not. Thank you, Jeff.
Russia's forced to be reckoned with in Strongman. 27-year-old Mikhail Kuklayev set to take on the 170-kilo log.
Well, this is the weight he failed in the second round. Better clean from Kuklayev.
Goes with the splits and powers it up. Kuklayev, good at 170.
Good lifting there from Kuklayev. You can see on the replay, he got his technique right, and that looked very easily there.
Mikhail Kuklayev, very good at 170, and that will move him up the leaderboard.
Now the last man to qualify for the World Championships in Quebec City.
Vitas Blakaitis steps up at 170 kilos, and he can join Mikhail Kuklayev as the only two men to be successful at 170, now in their third attempt.
Well, Blakaitis was all over on his second attempt. Can he get it right here?
Much quicker to the chest, Jamie.
And a better press, that's a good lift. Good lift in there from Blakaitis. He's got it right on his third attempt, and he's delighted with that.
Boy, the technique was almost perfect.
Yeah, we just look at it again. It's smooth, it's stable, the press is nice and clean, the lockout's clean. Good lifting from Blakaitis.
Now it's time for the Latvian legend.
Jamie, Raymond Sportman is coming in at 175 in a real veteran move. He knows this will guarantee him third spot, and it is not a max weight for him, so he will be saving something for future events.
Maybe, but it's a pressure lift all the same, this, Doug. It's a very clean. Oh, and a nice press for Bergmanis. He'll be delighted with this lift.
That will give Ray Bergmanis third place points. Raymond Bergmanis guarantees himself third place points at 175, the only man thus far to get up that high. Showing some true emotion. Now it's Vasyl Vedaschuk of the Ukraine,
The man they're all looking to beat, the current world champion.
He's jumped the log to 190 kilos.
Yeah, this is a crucial lift for Vedaschuk because it guarantees him at least second place and puts a lot of pressure on Savickas, who's the next lifter out at 192.5. Vedaschuk's looked very comfortable so far in the log lift.
Take your grip.
Vedaschuk steps up. A very determined look on his face.
This is huge lift in this. 190 kilograms. Fighting for the clean, Vedaschuk.
Can he power it up from the chest? Vasyl Vedaschuk locking out 190 to the delight of the crowd here in Quebec City.
Well, that lift puts the pressure on Savickas now. Just look at that. He struggled a little bit on the clean, but the press was no problem, and he was delighted with that.
The Big Z, Zadrunas Savickas. Can the world record holder take it away from the world champion?
Flying out of the gate, getting set to take on 192.5 kilos, 10 kilos off his world record, but this will be good enough to give him the win here at the World Championships.
Looks so powerful here, Savickas. Easy clean, easy press, and that's 2 wins out of 2 for Zadrunas Savickas.
Absolutely fabulous for Zadrunas Savickas.
Just look at this again. It was so easy. The clean was easy. He didn't even wait for the press, just powers it out.
192.5, good enough for the overall victory in the log for max weight for Zadrunas Savickas. His second consecutive win. He's on the floor, and he's got to be smiling with Tammy Tyson.
Yes, your second win of the competition. Do you think you're going to take all the events?
It's very hard to win all events, but I have to do my best in all events. And if I do not make mistake, maybe I can win.
Good luck. Thank you.
For through 2 events here in Quebec City. Only a point and a half separates 3rd through 5th spot. Current world champion Vasil Vanishchuk has 30 points. Savickas in first with 32. The Latvian legend, Raimons Burgmanis. How many more opportunities will be afforded for the big man to take home a world championship? Burgmanis is running out of time. Andrius Muramets is moving up the scale, as is Vidas Blakaitis. Blakaitis will put on a show. He's been consistent, but can he track down the current world champion, Vasil Vanishchuk? Vanishchuk knows what it takes to win, and he knows how to be on top. But Savickas leads the way. Everybody's looking to take down the Big Z. 16 athletes representing 12 countries, all with one goal: to see who will be the next IFSA world champion. The first 2 events of the World Championships are history. Zydrunas Savickas has shattered the world record in the super yoke, and personal bests were achieved. Now get ready for the next 2 events. 16 men battling for 1 world championship title. 2 heart-pounding events left: the Conan's wheel and the deadlift. World records will shatter. Welcome to picturesque and historic Quebec City, Canada. This is the IFSA World Championships. They've been dominated by Eastern European countries all season long, but the Pan Am Championships saw a different side of IFSA Strongman. Hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Anderson. Joining me, my partner, former world champion Jamie Reeves. Jamie, can any of the Pan Am champions take out Zydrunas Savickas?
Well, maybe Phil Pfister. We saw him destroy everybody in the Pan Americans. This giant American, 6'5", 330 pounds. This is the first time he's going up against these Eastern Europeans. I'm looking forward to this clash, Doug.
It should be a colossal battle. Conan's wheel. Athletes go for total distance over 75 seconds. 1 revolution is 30 meters. Robert Szczepanski of Poland set the take on Conan's wheel. He qualified for the World Championships by virtue of a 3rd-place finish at the World Open in Brazil. What can the Polish powerhouse do here?
We've seen him excel at this event before. And another guy that needs the points to stay in touch with Savickas and Vanishchuk here. And he's out very, very fast, Szczepanski. And that's 1 lap, and he's really smoking now, Doug.
Szczepanski coming up on his 2nd revolution with relative ease. He hasn't slowed down a lick.
This is tremendous from Szczepanski. Short breaths there. Coming up to 3 revolutions here.
He's taken the overall lead so far. Szczepanski threw his 3rd revolution, 3 1/4 under his belt and a put down.
Well done, Robert Szczepanski. That's just what he needed. Let's take another look at that here. You can see the speed he's traveling with this Conan's wheel.
With a distance of 98.1 meters from Robert Szczepanski of Poland.
Now the favorite, American Philip Pfister.
Jamie, this is a guy we've been waiting for, because if anybody's going to crack 100 meters this afternoon, it will be this man.
It will indeed, Doug. Pfister, this is one of his favorite events. We said the mobility events, he'll come through. Not so strong at the statics, he's just got to hold in there. So let's see how he does now on his favorite event. Here goes Big Phil Pfister.
Right at the end of the bar, Phil Pfister quickly through his 1st revolution as he comes up on 30 meters.
Well, he's such a big man, Phil Pfister. Each stride, he must be covering at least close to a metre.
Second revolution under his belt. Oh, he's starting to slow down now, Jamie.
He is. He looks like he's in some distress here, Phil Pfister. This is a surprise for the big American.
Absolutely. Will he get to 3 revolutions? Pfister crosses the third. Each step now total pain in the face of Philip Pfister. 3 1/4. And a put down.
Well, has Pfister done enough to get near Robert Szczepanski? It's going to be very close.
I'll tell you, Jamie, I think he's overtaken Szczepanski for the lead with that mark.
Well, Pfister's absolutely exhausted. The last 15 metres of that, you can see, is in real distress, real pain. He's just clinging on and fighting because he wants that win.
Philip Pfister with a great distance of 99.15 meters, just shy of the magic 100-meter barrier.
Pfister leads the way, but still to come. Some stiff competition from Russia's Mikhail Kuklayev, Vidas Blakaitis, and Raimonds Bergmanis of Latvia. Quebec City is the proud host to the IFSA World Championships. The next man to take on the World Championship Conan's wheel, Lithuania's Vidas Blakaitis. Can he surprise the competition?
Told by the referee, Magnus for Magnuson, to readjust his belt, make sure he's not able to sit the apparatus on the top of the belt.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys look to try and rest it on the buckle at the end to gain a few extra meters.
Look at Blakaitis come out flying.
Well, he really is moving, Doug. That's 1 lap already.
Heavy breathing, trying to get some oxygen in the lungs. Blakaitis struggling through his second revolution.
So far, so good here for the big Lithuanian.
2.5 down. Blakaitis coming up on number 3.
Well, can Blakaitis get the lead here? He's fighting.
A couple more steps for Vidas Blakaitis. He has the lead. He will be about a meter in front.
Well, I'm sure he's gone past 100 meters here, Blakaitis.
Well, we knew Philip Pfister was going to put on a show, but Vidas Blakaitis comes out of nowhere in Conan's wheel.
We take a look at this again. Just look at the speed of Blakaitis. He's whizzing round, really motoring, gets up to 90 meters, and he clings on, holds on to beat Szczepanski and Lotta and go into the lead.
Vidas Blakaitis, the first man to go over 100 meters, knocking off Philip Pfister's distance of 99.15. Blakaitis comes in at 100.3 meters, a tremendous effort.
How will this talented rookie follow that effort?
27-year-old Russian Mikhail Kuklayev steps up to take on Conan's wheel.
Well, Kuklayev really needs a good score here. We thought he'd be up there in the top 5. He can't let them leaders get away from him now, Kuklayev. He's really got to stay in touch now on this Conan's wheel. That's 1 revolution completed.
Kuklayev starting to slow down a little bit, heading for his second revolution. Completed, now he moves on to his third.
Well, it's dropping very low now on Kuklayev, but he's still going. Can he get to 90? The big Russian super heavyweight weightlifter. Yes, he can.
Through 90 meters, and look at this, one step after another. Kuklayev just comes up short of 97.5.
Very happy with that, Kuklayev.
That effort will put Mikhail Kuklayev in the top 5 of Conan's wheel. Mikhail Kuklayev with a distance of 96.35 meters. That moves him in the top 5 so far in Conan's wheel. Latvia's Raimonds Bergmanis qualified from his home soil of Riga, Latvia. Bergmanis has been through this many times before, Jamie.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a seasoned athlete, Bergmanis. This is a good event for him too. And here's another guy that's got to really fight now to get a good distance to stay in touch with those leaders.
A little bit of a slow start, but he came out and picked up the pace at the end of the first revolution.
So far, so good for Bergmanis. This is number 2.
Look at the strain in his face, trying to breathe, get oxygen in the lungs. He's got to not let that bar slip down.
He's slowing a little bit here, Raymonds, but he's fighting it. This is just the same as Kuklayev did to get to 90 meters.
He's at 90 meters. Bergmanis, one step ahead of the competition to 97.5. He'll put it down just past 97.5. Solid effort from Latvia's Raimonds Bergmanis.
Well, he put everything he had into that there. He's coming up to 90 meters here, and it looks like it could go down at any time here, but he fights and fights and fights. And that's a fantastic effort from Bergmanis. That's just what he needed.
Ray Bergmanis with a great second effort, picking up a few extra meters, which can mean crucial points in the standing. Raimonds Bergmanis with a distance of 98.5 meters. And once again, another man joining the upper echelon of Conan's wheel.
Coming up at the World Championships in Quebec City, we shatter world records in the 705-pound deadlift. The battle continues.
He's already 5 meters from the line. This is a fantastic time.
Savickas may have just set a new world record. Vasil Vereshchuk locking out 190 to the delight of the crowd here in Quebec City. A couple more steps for Vitas Blakaitis. He has the lead. The first man to go over 100 meters.
The deadlift for repetition. The world record sitting at 8 reps. 320 kilos, 705 pounds, a time limit of 75 seconds. Here comes the powerhouse from Grenada in his best event.
Here's Mark Felix of Grenada to take on the Louis Cyr deadlift. 8 repetitions set by Mikhail Koklyev is the world record in this event.
A 75-second time limit for Mark Felix. Can he crack the world record? 320 kilos, 705 pounds.
Yeah, 705 pounds, Doug. 320 kilograms, 75-second time limit. The deadlift, it's all about back, hips and legs. Planting your feet down. This is static strength at its purest.
Ready. Lift. Down. Lift.
Going well so far, Felix. That's 2.
Down. Lift. Down.
Excellent performance so far for Felix.
What a job from Mark Felix. He's just got his eyes focused right on Dr. Douglas Edmonds. Up and down he goes.
Struggling a little bit for the lockdown, but nonetheless a good lift. This is the best showing so far from the big Grenada, Mark Felix. This is for the record.
Can Felix get it up? Can he get 9? New world record for Mark Felix. He's got enough time left on the clock to put a 10th rep up, Jamie.
Well, we didn't think anybody could get 10. Can Felix? He's happy with that.
A world record of 9 repetitions for Mark Felix. Still with 10 seconds left on the clock of his 75-second time limit.
That's it, Mark Felix says. That's a great performance. And even referee Dr. Douglas Edmonds says well done to Mark Felix. Terrific performance. If we just look at that again on the replay, Doug, those first few repetitions, plenty of power there from Felix. Good rhythm. And that's his best showing so far.
What a job from Grenada's Mark Felix, putting on a show at the World Championships in Quebec City, Canada, setting a world record of 9 repetitions. He's on the floor with Tammy Tyson.
Mark, a new world record.
Yes, a new world record. I'm happy with that. It's great. You know, I wanted to get 10, but I ended up with 9.
But you're happy with that, aren't you?
With that, yeah, I run it up for a bit, so I'm happy.
Good job. Thank you.
Already with 2 world records to his credit, can Savickas add another to his collection?
Well, after taking the first 2 events consecutively, the third event may have been a slight downfall for Zydrunas Savickas. He was the overall leader and has lost that lead to Vidas Blakaitis.
When you're ready, please.
We'll see if he can get it back here, Jamie, in the deadlift.
Lift.
Well, that lift looked very easy there for Savickas. Savickas has done 7 reps with this before.
There's 3 quick ones for Savickas. Will he try to track down Mark Felix's record?
Looking good here, the big Lithuanian. And he's got a lot of time left here.
Effortlessly through 5 reps with 45 seconds to go. There's number 6, Jamie.
Looking very good, Doug, so far. Maybe he'll take a break now.
Still 35 seconds left on the clock for Savickas.
Still looking smooth, this lifting here. Savickas, one of the best powerlifters in the world. One of the best strongmen in the world.
Savickas gets it up. Locks it out.
20 seconds left on the clock.
The crowd starting to stand here.
Remember, if Savickas wants the world record, he's got to get 10. The first guy to get 9 holds the record, and that's Felix. But he's run out of time now. There's only 1 second left. But that's a terrific performance from Zydrunas.
What a job from the big Z, Zydrunas Savickas, putting on a clinic for deadlifters around the world.
The current world champion looking to hang on to his crown, 28-year-old Ukrainian Vasyl Vedaschuk.
And Vedaschuk knows this is not his best part of the competition. He needs to put up a respectful number to maintain some of his top positioning.
He does, Doug. Before his bicep injury, his deadlift was coming on. Let's see what he can do here.
Ready.
320 kilos.
Lift.
It's a 75-second time limit. The clock has started. Vedaschuk, 1 rep to his credit. There's his second one.
Well, he doesn't look as smooth as Felix and Savickas. Taking his time here, Vedaschuk. He knows it's a difficult event for him.
If Vasyl could put up 5 or 6 reps, that's a solid effort.
It is indeed, but he's struggling now. Oh, and it looks like he's got an injury in his back here, Vedaschuk. This could be a disaster for the big Ukrainian.
Only 2 repetitions, still 42 seconds left on the clock. Looks like he may have even pulled a rib cage muscle.
Well, he goes for that 3rd rep, and you can see him wincing pain, drop the weight, trying to stretch it out. I think he must have felt something crack or tear, but it looks like Vasyl has sustained an injury.
2 repetitions for Vasyl Vedaschuk. That could be devastating to his chances at maintaining his world championship status.
Savickas has already set a world record here in the deadlift. Koklayev and Berkman is still to come, looking to erase that mark. Quebec City is the proud host to the IFSA World Championship.
I like power. I like blood on equipment. Win or die. I like this. When I think about World Championship, now I smile a little bit now. Yes, because I'm Russian.
Young, powerful, charismatic, unpredictable. A former world record holder. Can he take it back from Savickas?
Let's see if he can get it back, Doug.
Well, here's the thing. The deadlift record he'd set at 8 reps was beaten twice today.
It just shows you, Doug.
Ready.
A lot of these guys have turned up in tip-top shape to this World Championships. Here goes Koklayev. Nice and smooth opening lane. Sat nice and deep.
Look how straight that back gets for Mikhail Koklayev.
That's three.
There's the fourth rep. The fifth rep for Koklayev is smooth and easy. 45 seconds left on the clock. Here's number 6. Boy, he's on a roll, Jamie.
He looks smooth, doesn't he? Looks like he's made for this event, Koklayev.
7 clean reps for Mikhail Koklayev with 30 seconds left on the clock. He needs 4 reps for a new world record. It's going to be very tough. 3 reps will tie the world record.
Well, the clock's ticking. I think he's let too much time run away here, Koklayev. Maybe he's got enough for 2 now if he rushes. That's 1.
There's his 8th rep.
11 seconds left. Can he get 1 more?
There's number 9. He's got to be quick if he wants to tie 10, and time will run out on Mikhail Koklayev. 9 repetitions.
Well, Mikhail betters his previous record of 8, but it's not enough to catch Zydrunas Savickas, who set the pace with a new world record of 10 repetitions.
Well, Mikhail Koklayev does not have the world record anymore, but he will pick up some second-place points, currently tied with Mark Felix of Grenada, 9 repetitions. Poland's Robert Szczepanski steps up. He needs to take his game up a notch. This guy has seen a heap of competition in the last 8 months or so and really has come through. He's shown that he belongs in the top 16 in the world.
Robert Szczepanski has all these competitions, took anything out of him. It doesn't look like it so far, but if there's a weak link, the deadlift will find it, Doug.
Ready, lift.
Very muscular guy, Robert Szczepanski.
2 quick repetitions.
Well, here's a guy that's giving away a lot of body weight, but he's really fighting here against some of these big guys.
4 repetitions for Robert Szczepanski. Szczepanski looking to move up to the middle of the pack with his 5th repetition. This could give him some much-needed points in the standings.
Well, he's got 30 seconds left here, Robert Szczepanski. Takes a break. He knows another rep would move him up the field considerably here. Very muscular arms, Szczepanski. You can see when the weight goes on, you can see the veins bulging in the bicep, the strain he's under around the shoulders and arms. Here he goes now, 10 seconds left.
Szczepanski looking for number 6. Can he rip it out? Yes, he does. Szczepanski now has time for rep number 7. Going after the second one in 15 seconds. Robert Szczepanski does it. What a second effort from the Polish strongman.
Yeah, we just see after this break, regains his composure, takes in some air, and just fires out another quick 2 repetitions, and that's going to move Robert up the field considerably.
Raimunds Bergmanis of Latvia, the final man with an opportunity to break the world record held by Zydrunas Savickas.
Yeah, here's another guy, Bergmanis, that likes the deadlift. We could see him move up the field here, Ray.
Are you ready? Lift.
Wow, that looked very easy then for Raimunds Bergmanis.
2 quick reps from Ray Bergmanis. Number 3. Bergmanis on his 5th rep, and that's good.
50 seconds left. This could be good. There's number 6.
Bergmanis. Good again for number 7. 1 more will put him in the top 3. There's 8. Still plenty of time left, Jamie.
Yes, he's got enough time to get 10 here if he wants.
There's number 9 for Raymond Sportmanis.
He's got enough time. He's got 15 seconds left. What's he got left in the tank? Can he equal Savickas here? It's now another for Ray Bergmanis. The clock's ticking down.
5 seconds left. Bergmanis trying to lock it out with 2 on the clock. Looking for the goal. Not good enough. He'll finish with 9.
Well, if we just look at this last rep on the replay, you can see he's 2 or 3 inches short of locking out. He's looking for the signal. He's got to finish the lift. But Douglas Edmonds is not going to give nothing away here, and he runs out of time, and that's 9 reps for Ray Bergmanis.
What a show from Raymond Sportmanis. 9 repetition.
Through 4 events at the World Championships, the surprise is Vitas Plakatis. Savickas leads the way with 55 points.
Two and a half down. Plakatis coming up on number 3. He has the lead. Plakatis comes out of nowhere in Conan's wheel. Here's Mark Felix of Grenada, 320 kilos, a 75-second time limit. Up and down he goes.
This is for the record.
Can Felix get it up? Can he get 9? A world record of 9 repetitions for Mark Felix. There's 3 quick ones for Savickas. Will he try to track down Mark Felix's record? Savickas gets it up, locks it out. What a job from the big Z, Zadrunas Savickas.
The first 4 events of the World Championships have been decided. 2 world records have fallen. Zadrunas Savickas has dominated the field so far, winning 2 of the first 4 events. But fellow countryman Vitas Plakatis is within range. Now, 2 more events will help decide the new world champion. The 320-kilo, 705-pound farmer's walk will prove overwhelming for these 16 strongmen. World records may shatter in the wheels overhead. Welcome to IFSA Strongman, home of the strongest athletes on the planet. Hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Anderson. Joining me, former world champion Jamie Reeves. Jamie, tell me, what does it take to become a world champion?
In Strongman, this brings all kinds of athletes together. Powerlifters, weightlifters, track and field. We're combining static strength with mobility, with explosiveness. We're looking for the decathlete of strength.
Don't forget about heart and determination. The farmer's walk, a 75-second time limit, carrying 320 kilos or 705 pounds. The current world champion takes on a former world champion, one of the most recognizable faces in Strongman.
The farmer's walk, a 75-second time limit, a 50-meter course, and here's your current world record holder, Magnus Samuelsson of Sweden, 62.78 seconds, but Jamie's going against Vasil Vereschuk, who may just indeed break that record here today. Watching him warm up in the background, he seemed very limber, so we'll have to wait and see if Vereschuk is up to his game.
And the other question here, can Samuelsson break his own world record? But Vereschuk looks like he's taking it to Samuelsson here. They're heading head to head.
Samuelsson with a put down at the midway point. Vereschuk with a put down just before the turn.
Remember, these implements do 160 kilograms each.
Vereschuk the first to make the turn and head back for the final 25 meters.
Well, he's really taking it to the world record holder here, Vereschuk.
Samuelson looking to grip it up again. Gets it up. And will try for the turn. He's got to make the turn a complete turn. No reverse turns are allowed in this competition. Chuck with a put down at the midway point of the final 25 meters. Has only 12.5 meters to go.
And 20 seconds, Doug, to complete that 12.5 meters. The clock's ticking away. This is all about grip strength and back strength now.
Chuck into the final 10 meters with 10 seconds left on the clock. Will he have enough time to finish the course? Samuelson definitely won't finish. Chuck will give it one more try, but the clock will expire. Take a look at that on the replay, Jamie, the way both guys came out of the gate, and they had good pace.
Did it indeed. It was head-to-head going down the first lap. Vereshchuk takes an early lead, but then fatigue sets into the grip. They can't hold them, and they're just fighting for every meter after that.
Vasil Vereshchuk, a distance of 41.4 meters, and Magnus Samuelsson, the world record holder, only 35.2 meters.
USA's Wolfman, Finland's Beach Boy going head-to-head, battling it out in the Farmer's Walk.
That brings up Finland's Tomi Lota and American Philip Pfister.
It is Phil Pfister. This is his favorite event, the Farmer's Walk.
Phil Pfister has probably the largest hands in IFSA.
Yeah, his hands are huge. His fingers, look, it looks just like he's got a bunch of bananas hanging off his wrist.
Here they go. Pfister's got it up, and he's out of the gate quickly. Lota, a couple of steps behind. Pfister doing a good job coming up to the 10-meter mark. Passing now the midway point. Lota having all sorts of difficulty at 5 meters. Pfister making the first turn.
We said Pfister would be good at this event, and he is. He's even making the turn. Puts them down for a rest now. Maybe Pfister will use the time and then try and go back on the second lap, all in one go. He knows he's going to have 4 good events now, Pfister.
Lota in all sorts of difficulty, has not even made it to the midway point of the first lap. Pfister picks it up. He's now through the halfway part of the second lap. Pfister coming down to the final 10 meters. What a job by Philip Pfister of the United States.
Well, can Phil Pfister complete this course? He's got 10 meters to go. 5 meters to go. Big Phil Pfister. And he's down again.
Pfister only a few meters from the finish line. Phil Pfister has taken the lead in the Farmer's Walk, a distance of 45.4 meters. Tomi Lota of Finland, only 12.6 meters.
My name is Jeff Dolan. I'm from Milton, Saskatchewan. I'm 31 years old. Being here in Quebec means a lot to me, not only because it's the World Championship, but it's because I'm Canadian and we're on my home soil. When they announce my name, if I get any kind of reaction, that'll be good, but hopefully it's a favorable one. I'm here to lay it on the line for show Canada that we do have good strength athletes here, and it's going to be bone-chilling. This is a star-studded field. Like, if you look at the list, it reads as the who's who of top strongman. I'm at the point in my career where I need to stop idolizing these guys and aspiring to be like them. It's like, it's time to kick their ass at the World Championships. I don't care who they are. I'm laying it all on the line, and because I'm on my home country, I can't get walked over here.
Quebec City is the proud host to the IFSA World Championships.
My name is Anders Murumets. I come from Estonia and I am 26 years old. I work in Estonian police, maybe strongest police in the world. Then I was in the World Championships in 8th place in last year, and lots of people knows me after that. I hope it's this year I get a better place than last year.
Canada's best strongman against Estonia's top strongman, Murumets Dolan.
27-year-old Andrus Murmets, 30-year-old Canadian Jeff Dolan going head-to-head. And it's all going to come down to whether Dolan can hang on to the implements, because Murmets loves this event.
Murmets, we know, has one of the strongest grips in the world. And this is one guy that could complete this course here, Murmets.
Dolan with a quick put down. Murmets coming up to the midway point of the first lap. Look at the grip strength on Andrus Murmets of Estonia.
We know he's got a phenomenal grip, Murmets. He's not even bothering to put the implements down. He's going back on the second lap.
Look at Murmets with 50 seconds left on the clock. Will he challenge the world record? Murmets with a put down, 10 meters to go.
Well, he's got the world record in his sights now, Doug. Here he goes, he's up again.
Just 10 meters left. Murmets looking to the finish line. And another put down with 5 meters to go. Dolan struggling to get past the midway point of the first lap. Moving up on the 20-meter mark, he hasn't made the first turn. Murmets has the implements up. A few more steps to the finish line, possibly a world record time. Andrus Murmets puts down.
Fantastic performance from Murmets there. Jeff Dolan walking away, the clock's beat him. 50 meters for Andrus Murmets.
Andrus Murmets takes the lead in the Farmer's Walk, just a half a second off a world record pace, 63.62 seconds, and he's chatting with Tammy.
Very good. So you're going to pull your placing up from 7th place?
I hope.
Good luck.
The legendary Latvian Strongman taking on the current leader at the World Championships, Bergmanis Savickas.
Well, the veteran 39-year-old Raimonds Bergmanis and the current leader of the pack, Zydrunas Savickas, going head-to-head, number 1 and number 2 in the Farmer's Walk. This should be a great event, Jamie, watching these guys.
Yeah, can Bergmanis take Savickas' scalp here on the Farmer's Walk? I know he'd love to. This is one of Ray's favourite events too, the heavy Farmer's Walk. But that man Savickas, 170 kilograms body weight, a giant of a man.
Always seems to be able to rise to the occasion. Does the big Z, Zydrunas Savickas. Bergmanis quickly out of the game. Savickas with a late pickup, but he's gathering speed through the first 10 meters. Quick put down from Savickas. Bergmanis. A put down just past 15 meters.
Well, this doesn't look good for Savickas. He's down after around 12 meters. The pickup should be no problem for Savickas, but holding on. It looks like he's struggling with his grip.
Both men with a put down once again. Bergmanis still holding the lead as he makes the turn after 25 meters.
Well, Savickas is looking at his hand. I wonder if he's tore a callus or he's got some grip problems. But there's only 30 seconds left now. And is this the first chink we've seen in Savickas' armour, Doug?
And he's finally caught up to Ray Bergmanis, but another put down, and Bergmanis will set things up with 20 seconds to go.
Well, Savickas has got a mountain to climb here. He's only got 10 seconds left, and he's going to finish well down the field here.
Bergmanis still ahead of Savickas, and that could separate a few points in the standings. Ray Bergmanis, as time expires, will take the win over the big Z, Zydrunas Savickas.
Let's just take another look at that start. Both men come out, and surprisingly, after around 12 meters, Savickas is down, and that's just the start of his problems on this Farmer's Walk.
Well, maybe the big Z, Zydrunas Savickas, is human after all. Through 5 events at the World Championships, a 3-point lead for Savickas over Bergmanis. Coming up, the wheels overhead, 155 kilos, 342 pounds. How many reps in 75 seconds?
He's already 5 meters from the line. This is a fantastic time.
Savickas just set a new world record. Savickas gets it up, locks it out. What a job from the big Z, Zydrunas Savickas.
It's the World Championships. You know, it's the top of the top. Coming out here, you're definitely starstruck. I mean, I've been watching these guys on TV for years. These are the best of the best. And I don't think that there's one guy that can run away with this. You know, it's going to be an intense battle to the last event. Oh, I've got everything to prove. You know, I'm probably the joke right now. That why the hell is this guy here? You know, I can only go up. Let's put it that way. I'm at the bottom. Now I got to work my way to the top. Put forth everything you've got and come out on top. That's the reason we're here.
The wheels overhead, 155 kilograms, 342 pounds, total repetitions. The rookie sensation and the pride of Houston, Texas.
American Travis Ortmeyer steps up to take on Apollon's wheels, 155 kilos, a 90-second time limit. How many times can you press it out at the top?
That's a continental.
Nice job from Ortmeyer. Pressing it out the 155 for the first rep.
That's a good start from Ortmeyer. Once again, struggling on the clean, but it's there. Has he got the strength to lock? Yes, he has.
2 reps for Travis Ortmeyer of Houston, Texas.
Re-choking now. Asking the crowd if they want to see one more.
Around 45 seconds left on the clock for Ortmeyer. Unable to get his wrist underneath the bar.
This clean takes so much energy, saps the lifter's strength, but Ortmeyer's a fighter, as you can see here.
What a job to get that one up. Ortmeyer, can he have the strength left to press it out? No! Travis Ortmeyer cannot press out rep number 3.
Well, that's a tremendous effort from Travis Ortmeyer. One of the youngest guys here, but doing a fantastic job.
Travis Ortmeyer finishing with 2 reps, currently tied for the lead with Jeff Dolan. He's on the floor with Tammy Tyson.
Travis, what was going through your head? You looked so focused.
That's the only way I can keep up with these guys is mental power, you know. They're way ahead of me on brute strength. I just got to do everything I can to stay in.
Good job.
3 world records, no world titles yet.
Zadrunas Savickas of Lithuania is the current overall leader and has been dominating events all year long. The world record sits at 5 repetitions by Mikhail Kukliev.
Well, Savickas has definitely got the pressing power. Wow, look at that. And he can clean this weight as well.
Look at Savickas, 2 quick reps.
Well, when it comes to static strength, Savickas is in a class of his own here. The world record sits at 5, and that's number 3.
Savickas, under 60 seconds on the clock. Looking for number 4, and there it is. He's 1 off tying the record. Still plenty of time left on the clock, Jamie.
Yeah, looks very comfortable here, Savickas.
He gets another one. He can take an extended break and go after the world record, which he can. There's his 5th one. Now he's going to chalk up. Still 30 seconds on the clock for the big man, the big Z, Zadrunas Savickas.
Well, this is what we wanted to see. Plenty of records.
The crowd is on their feet. Savickas gets it up. There's a world record, 6 repetitions.
He's got enough time for 1 more if he chooses, and he's going after it.
Savickas, 13 seconds on the clock. There's number 7.
Fantastic performance by Savickas.
Will he push out number 8? Hey, for good measure. There's some distance between Zadrunas Savickas and the rest of the field.
Well, the crowd are on the feet for Savickas. They appreciate that fantastic feat of strength from the big Lithuanian. That's why he's number 1 in the world this year.
a new world record.
Well, we see after number 7, and he's got 5 seconds left, and that's not enough for Savickas. He rips up another rep, presses it, and that's a phenomenal record for Savickas.
Zydrunas Savickas has thrown down the gauntlet at the World Championships. He's on the floor with Tammy Tyson.
A new world record once again.
I'm very happy, but a lot of guys go after me in this event, and I'm not sure that I will keep this record.
Thank you.
Zydrunas Savickas shattering the world record with 8 repetitions in the wheels overhead. What a superb effort. Can anyone stop Zydrunas Savickas? The Estonian policeman Muramet, the world champion Vereshchuk, or the man whose record just fell, Koklayev?
Now the pressure is on the former world record holder here, Mikhail Koklayev, the super heavyweight Olympic lifting champion of Russia. But these wheels are so awkward, they're not balanced, there's no flex in the bar, but watch this technique. There we go, and he missed it. That's better from Koklayev, that's what we expected.
There's his first rep. Koklayev has to straighten out the wheels now.
Once again, nice clean.
Second rep. If he does more than 3, that could be devastating to Raymond Burkmanis, who currently sits in second place in this event and second place overall. There is his third rep to tie Burkmanis.
Well, one thing's for sure, he's not going to catch Savickas at this pace, but he can put daylight in between himself and some of the other lifters.
4 reps with 35 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he's wasting time here, Koklayev.
Only 20 seconds left on the clock. Maybe enough time for 2 quick reps. Currently sits at 4. That repetition will tie him with his personal best of 5 reps.
But that's it. The time has run out for Koklayev. But that effort puts him in second place behind the new world record holder, Zydrunas Savickas.
The world champion running out of time to hang on to his crown.
At 28 years of age, there is your current world champion, Vasil Vereshchuk. Vereshchuk needs a massive effort here with any hope of hanging on to his world title.
Let's see what he can do now on the wheels, 155 kilograms.
The clock's been set at 90 seconds. Vereshchuk steps up to the Pollen wheels. He's got that to the shoulder and presses out his first rep. That looked fairly easy, Jamie.
The referee's telling him not to drop the weight, to bring it down under control.
Number 2 for Vereshchuk.
Once again, a reverse grip, but a good clean from Vereshchuk. The clean looks the hardest part, the press looks relatively easy. Can he catch Koklayev on 5? Here's number 4.
That is number 4, and that will drop Raymond Burkmanis down to 4th spot. On this event, Vereshchuk moves into number 5 to tie Koklayev.
He's saying to the referees that 5, he knows one more, and he'll beat Koklayev here. 30 seconds on the clock for Vereshchuk.
Vasil stepping up. Gets it to the shoulders. Will he press out number 6? Here it comes. Vasil Vereshchuk of the Ukraine. Good with 6 reps. Steps the finger up in the air, pointing to the crowd. Still with 10 seconds left on the clock. Will he go for number 7?
Well, he's going to run out of time here.
Unable to get up the 7th rep is Vasil Vereshchuk. 6 big repetitions putting him in second spot behind the world record holder, Zdrunas Savickas.
We look at his sixth threat here once again. Reverse grip, plenty of power up to the shoulders, and the press is no problem for Varashchuk.
Opportunity missed one more time for the world champion. The strongest Estonian police officer gets his chance. 26-year-old Andrus Murmets, the final competitor to take on the wheels overhead. 155 kilos, 342 pounds,
90-second time limit.
Nice opening lift there for Murmets. Didn't look as comfortable as some of the other guys, but he's on the scoreboard.
And a very uncontrolled put down though, Jamie.
Yet a lot of the lifters here don't seem to be controlling the weight down. The referee seems to be letting them get away with it. Murmets for number 3. Good clean.
Nice job to get underneath the weight and press it out.
.45 seconds left here for Murmets. Coming off of winning the Farmers Walk.
Every competitor who gets past Ray Bergmanis' 3 repetitions pushes Bergmanis farther away from Savickas. There's number 4.
Well, the wheels are getting such a pounding here. You can see flat spots appearing on the wheels where they're being dropped from around 7 feet in height.
Will Murmets get his 5th rep? Interesting that he goes for the splits when he makes the clean.
Yeah, it's an effective technique though. That's 5 reps for Murmets.
Andrus Murmets, a solid effort with 5 repetitions.
That does it for the wheels overhead. After 6 events, a logjam, including Koklayev and Murmets. Vasil Vereshchuk looking to track down the leader, Savickas, and keep his crown. Andrus Murmets, the only man to complete the Farmers Walk here at the World Championships in Quebec City, virtually running his way through the complete course. What an effort from the big Estonian. And Zdrunas Savickas, what else can be said? 4 world records. He pressed his way to the top of the leaderboard. But can he hang on? Next time we crown a champion. We have witnessed 6 World Championship events here in Quebec City, Canada. They've been dominated by one man, the Big Z. Zdrunas Savickas has shattered 3 world records at this World Championship and has his sights on his first championship title. Will Savickas hold on to his domination, or will the current world champion, Vasil Vereshchuk, have what it takes to be named the strongest man? The dawn of a new era of strongmen begins with 3 tournaments leading up to the ultimate world championship, all coming together to battle it out from all corners of the globe. The International Federation of Strength Athletes has brought together men representing 35 countries. Through each grueling competition, they will determine once and for all who is the strongest man. Welcome to picturesque and historic Quebec City, Canada. This is the IFSA World Championships of Strongman. Hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Anderson. Joining me, my partner, former world champion Jamie Reeves. Jamie, this should be a colossal battle. Can anyone stop Zdrunas Savickas?
Well, Phil Pfister, the giant American, 6'5", 330 pounds, destroyed everybody at the Pan Americans. Now, East meets West. Savickas against Pfister, and don't forget the world champion, Varashchuk.
This should be one of the best battles of the year. The shield carry, 182.5 kilos, 400 pounds in a 75-second time limit. Maximus, the gladiator, head to head.
This is the IFSA shield carry.
Weighing 182.5 kilos.
Sitting on a pedestal, The athletes lift it up, and it is for distance, total distance. The world record is held by Andrus Murmets, just over 96 meters. Carl Gillingham, Robert Szczepanski. Gillingham having trouble corralling the weight. That shoulder has to come into play, Jamie.
Yeah, it must be painful, and Szczepanski's left bicep is heavily strapped.
Szczepanski makes the first turn at 25 meters. Gillingham makes the turn as well. Szczepanski heading back.
And this is not about speed, it's who can carry this shield the greater distance.
Szczepanski coming up on 75 meters.
Well, Gillingham's down 50 meters. Szczepanski's coming back. Can he do 100 meters here, Szczepanski?
This would be a new world record. Robert Szczepanski coming toward the 100-meter barrier through 95. This is a new world record for Poland's Robert Szczepanski.
Great performance there from Szczepanski. 100 meters flat there.
Shattering the world record set by Estonia's Andrus Murmets back in Riga, Latvia. Robert Szczepanski setting a new world record in the shield carry. 100 meters, knocking off the world record of Andrus Murmets of 96 meters. He's on the floor with Tammy Tyson.
A new world record. Robert, tell us how you feel.
Yes, okay. I'm satisfied with my result.
Thank you.
The former champion from Sweden and the hometown hero get set to do battle.
Sweden's Magnus Samuelsson. Canada's Jeff Dolan head-to-head. And a point and a half only separates these two guys in the standings.
Well, this is usually a good event for Samuelsson, but he looks like he's struggling to pick up. Both guys are up. Samuelsson electing not to even lock his arms there, just carry it on bicep strength alone. Dolan on the other hand, looks like he's locked his fingers and seems to have got the better grip.
That's
Only time will tell here.
Gotta fatigue Samuelsson's arms, just going with biceps only, but he's coming up on the 50-meter barrier. Dolan just slightly behind.
Well, he's starting to drop a little bit now for Magnus. Starting to drop now for Jeff Dolan too.
Samuelsson, Dolan drops at 60 meters. Samuelsson coming up on 75 meters, struggling to make the turn. He does so and heads back. Magnus Samuelsson, as the weight slides down his body, just one step after another, getting precious points in the standings for the big Swede. Past the 80-meter mark was Magnus Samuelsson before he put down.
Yes, we can see the shield slipping down here, but Magnus electing to hold it, taking little strides and getting as much distance as he can.
Magnus Samuelsson with a great effort, 80.65 meters. Jeff Dolan of Canada, 60.35 meters.
Poland's Robert Szczepanski sets a new standard with a world record in the IFSA shield carry. But there are still some of the world's greatest athletes to come. They may step up and steal his thunder. Quebec City is the proud host to the IFSA World Championships. American Travis Ortmeyer, Lithuanian Vidas Plakatis battle the IFSA shield carry.
Travis Ortmeyer going against Vidas Plakatis, and Plakatis has had a big tournament thus far. The key in this event for these two guys, carry the shield high on the chest.
Yes, especially for Plakatis. He's not got the longest arms, Doug. He's got to get it high and really lock those fingers like that if he can, and keep that position as long as possible. Ortmeyer with a difficult pickup.
And he's quickly out of the gate is Travis Ortmeyer. Plakatis trying to keep the implement as high as possible. Both guys with a good grip.
Well, one thing about Travis Ortmeyer, he's very, very fit. Strong arms, and he looks very comfortably at Ortmeyer, coming up to 50 meters.
Making the turn. Blakaitis heading up for 50 meters as well. Blakaitis, the implement starting to slip down his chest. Ortmeyer starting to slow up as he moves towards 75 meters. Travis Ortmeyer struggling to get every meter and drops just past 80. Vitas Blakaitis, he drops and falls to the floor after going around the mark at 75 meters.
Well, a good effort from both guys there. And that's probably Travis Ortmeyer's best showing so far.
Travis Ortmeyer, the USA, 80.6 meters. Vitas Blakaitis of Lithuania, 76.45 meters. That's Travis Ortmeyer's best event so far.
The overall leader, the current world champion, one more time.
These two men stand first and second in the overall standings. Zydrunas Savickas has an 8-point lead over Vasil Vereshchuk, but Vereshchuk needs a distance of over 50 meters to put some points between he and Raimons Borgmanis.
Well, it's the current champion against the heir apparent here. Both evenly paced, going down. Both making the turn at the same time here.
Two great athletes halfway through their second lap. Vereshchuk on the right of your screen. Savickas on the left.
Well, are they playing a game against each other here to see who drops first?
At 50 meters.
Vereshchuk looking over at Savickas. Savickas plodding on with his head down, but both guys starting to slow now.
Savickas coming to a halt. So is Vereshchuk. Will they both make 75 meters? Vereshchuk makes it. Savickas puts down Vereshchuk.
Well, Vereshchuk's keeping going now. He knows Savickas is down.
Vereshchuk puts down right before 85 meters.
Well, let's just take another look at that here. Both guys going head to head. Number 1 and 2 in this competition. And Vereshchuk comes out tops on the shield carry.
Vereshchuk has assured himself of some second place points, while Savickas should remain in top spot. Zydrunas Savickas with a distance of 75 meters, while current champion Vasil Vereshchuk posts a distance of 83.90 meters.
The Atlas Stones, the final event of the World Championships in Quebec City. Who will go home with the title of world champion, and who will just go home?
My name's Jeff Dolan. I'm from Milton, Saskatchewan. I'm 31 years old. Being here in Quebec means a lot to me, not only because it's the World Championship, it's because I'm Canadian and we're on my home soil, so it's especially big to me. I've really been working hard at trying to be well-rounded, but I'd still have to say I excel at the Atlas Stones. It's one of the first things you notice on television when you're getting into the sport. You save your money to get your first set, and get somebody to make one for you. That's one of the things I felt most accomplished about when I could finally do all the stones and have them in my training equipment.
The Atlas Stones, 5 stones in under 90 seconds, starting at 140 kilos, 309 pounds, finishing at 180 kilos, 398 pounds.
Jeff Dolan at the World Championships on his home soil, trying to finish off with the MHP Atlas Stones in style. Dolan gets the first stone up, pushes it into the receptacle.
Yeah, Dolan electing to go with no t-shirt here, so the stone sticks to his chest, and doing a good job so far. It looks like he's dislocated a finger or... Looks like Jeff's really injured his finger here.
Jeff Dolan got a finger caught in the second stone that he was putting up.
Well, that's a disaster for Jeff. It looks like he's broken his finger.
Jamie, take a look at that one more time. Jeff Dolan, after the second stone, winces in pain.
Yes, I think it happened on the second stone. Jeff caught his finger, runs on to the third, but the adrenaline's pumping so fast, he probably didn't notice he broke his finger until he got to that third stone.
A horrible turn of events for Canadian Jeff Dolan on the MHP Atlas Stones.
One more event for the rookie. It's his specialty. Can Travis Ortmeyer put aside what happened to Jeff Dolan? The intense determination on his face as he moves towards stone number 1, coming in at 140 kilos.
Fast pick up from Ortmeyer. Good first stone, moving quickly on to number 2 here.
2 very quick stones from American Travis Ortmeyer. Number 3 at 160, that's up and on.
Well, Ortmeyer's flying around here now. A little bit heavier now, but he's on to the 180 already.
4 quick stones to the credit of Travis Ortmeyer. He's got the 5th one left, up and on top. What a great effort from Travis Ortmeyer.
He's happy with that. He knows he's got a good time there, Ortmeyer. A lot of potential in this young man.
A very, very big effort from Travis Ortmeyer. Ortmeyer, 5 stones in 28.49 seconds. That is one of the quickest times.
Let's just look at that again, Doug. Ortmeyer puts the stone on, he jumps onto the next stone, no hesitation at all, and that's one of the fastest times we've ever seen.
Travis Ortmeyer setting a new standard in the MHP Atlas Stones here at the World Championships in Quebec City. 5 stones, 28.49 seconds, and he's got to be happy to finish the World Championships in style on the floor with Tammy Tyson.
You set that benchmark here. How does that feel?
That feels great. That's my signature event. I came against the best in the world. Hopefully I'll come out on top.
And those stones are bigger than before, aren't they? How did it feel?
About the same. You know, a stone's a stone. When you're in the middle of it, you don't tell.
Good job. Congratulations.
Solid effort from Travis Ortmeyer. All 5 stones, 28.49 seconds.
Next up, the former world champion and the king of the Atlas Stones.
This is Sweden's Magnus Samuelsson stepping up.
Well, Magnus was known as King of the Stones. Can he regain that crown here? He's just seen Ortmeyer absolutely fly round.
150 is up and on. Now to the 3rd stone, 160 kilos.
Little stutter there on stone number 3. I don't think he's as quick as Ortmeyer so far.
Now
he goes on number 5.
Samuelsson gets the 5th stone lapped. Making sure gets it to the edge, puts it on, turns to the crowd and says, yeah, good job.
Well, here we see the old champion and the one-time king of the stones, Magnus Samuelsson, lifting up these 5 championship stones. But will he keep the title of King of the Stones?
Magnus Samuelsson, all 5 stones, just off the pace of Travis Ortmeyer, 31.58 seconds.
Can Kuklayev leap from 3rd to 1st spot? Will Vetosjuk hold on to his title? Has Savickas done enough to take the title back to Lithuania? The Atlas Stones hold the key. Quebec City is the proud host to the IFSA World Championships. A field of 16 men came to Canada. 3 remain. Only 1 will be crowned world champion. The first shot goes to the young Russian.
The final event of the day for Russia's Mikhail Kuklayev.
Remember, this guy has only been in Strongman for 7 months, and he's already in 3rd spot. He'd love to go home to Russia with a podium finish.
The first MHP Atlas stone goes up. Koklyev on to number 2, 150 kilos.
No problem so far for the big Russian weightlifter.
He needs to finish off at least 3 stones in 34.71, which he's done to maintain a podium finish.
Well, Kokleyev's a fighter. He'll want to put all 5 stones in here. This is the most exciting talent we've seen for a long time in Strongman, Kokleyev. And that's the reason why. 5 stones.
Mikhail Kokleyev, all 5 stones, stopping the clock. What an excellent effort.
3rd place, he says to the camera and crowd. I'm on the podium, that's what he came here for.
Kokleyev running a victory lap at 5 stones, 40.99 seconds. That's a podium finish for the rookie Russian. Mikhail Koklyev finishing off all 5 stones, guarantees himself a spot on the podium. Gotta be a happy man standing with Tammy.
3rd place, are you excited?
Yeah. I don't have words. No, I'm happy.
Congratulations.
It's my first world championship in Strongman. I'm happy.
The title holder has 1 chance left to hold his crown.
We're down to 2 competitors, the current champion Vasil Veneschuk and the man who looks to take his crown away, Sadrunas Savickas.
If he gets a good time here, puts the pressure on Savickas. Veneschuk's been in this position before. He doesn't suffer with nerves. He needs a very workmanlike job here, but he also needs a very fast time.
Savickas holds a 2-point advantage over Veneschuk in this final event. It all comes down to the MHP Atlas stones for the top 2 competitors. Veneschuk quickly out of the gate, and stone number 1 rolls up and is on.
Very slow with this second one, Veneschuk.
150 kilos, and he drops it.
He can't drop it again. Remember, he's got to go in this time.
On to stone number 3. With each stone up and on, he's putting more pressure on Sadrunas Savickas to come through.
Maybe that injured bicep is playing a part, picking that stone up. Remember, he tore it off at the Arnold.
He's dropped stone number 4 once, so he's got 1 crack at it right here. It's up and on. Now to stone number 5.
If he gets 5 stones, Doug, he puts pressure on Savickas. Savickas has got to get 5 then and not make any drops. But this is a crucial stone now for Veneschuk.
90-second time limit. Vasil Veneschuk having all sorts of difficulty getting any daylight under stone number 5. Gets it locked. Gets the grip, and he's going to roll it up the chest and on to the edge. Can't hang on to it. Does he have anything left, Jamie, to get a second crack at stone number 5?
I don't think so. I think he's all in. He's signaling no. I've had enough. He's got to wait and see now if Savickas gets 4 faster stones or pops all 5 in.
Well, he's left a crack in the door for Sadrunas Savickas to take his championship away. We'll see if Savickas can crash through that opening.
We see here on the replay on the 4th stone, he drops it. It doesn't look comfortable on these stones. Goes on to number 5. Just gets it up off the floor and then waves, enough's enough.
Vasil Veneschuk, 4 stones in 44.88 seconds. Is that good enough to take away the championship back home to the Ukraine for the 2nd consecutive year?
Is the crown being fitted for a new champion?
Looks easy, come on.
The final competitor of the IFSA World Championships here in Quebec City, Canada. He's been the star all week long, all tournament long, all year long. This is Lithuania's Zadrunas Savikis. He needs to beat 4 stones in 44.88 seconds to be crowned the new world champion.
There's pressure on Savikis here. He can't make any mistakes. Wow, and that one went in with 6 inches to spare, Doug.
You know the juices are flowing for Savikis. There's 2 quick stones. At 160, number 3 goes up in style. Zadrunas Savikis. There's number 4, and that virtually guarantees him the World Championships. Savikis should put up stone number 5 with relative ease. That is your new world champion, Lithuania's Zadrunas Savikis.
Fantastic there. Finishes on 5 stones. This man has been shining all through this competition with world records, and the World Championship is going back to Lithuania with Zadrunas Savikis.
Savikis 5 stones in 31.46 seconds, so he didn't just break open the crack in the door, he smashed the door down and took the championship home. Jamie, this is something that Savikis has been wanting for years now.
Yes, he deserves it. Savikis has been up there, silver medalist before, silver medalist powerlifting, a 3-time Arnold Classic winner, and now the crown that he wanted most, the IFSA World Championship.
He's been so close before, but this time could not be stopped, leading the whole World Championships here in Quebec City, Canada, from start to finish. Zadrunas Savikis. What a show from the Big Z. Let's take a look at the final standings from the IFSA World Championships here in Quebec City. Finishing off in 6th place, American Philip Pfister with 82.5 points. Raymond Manas at 84.5 takes 5th spot. Andrus Murmets of Estonia, a stellar effort at 86 points. Mikhail Kokliev, 93.5 points. The knocked-off champion would be Vasyl Vereshchuk of the Ukraine. Tried to regain the title, but couldn't take it away from the champion, Zadrunas Savikis, 103 points out of a possible 128. A huge effort from the big Lithuanian. He is your world champion.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I am feeling very happy. Finally, I won World Championship. This year was very good for me. I won all competition, and in the end of the season, I won World Championship.
And you've been competing for how many years?
I compete 14 years, and finally, I am world champion.
They came from every corner of the world. After 4 epic battles, 3 men stand tall. The young Russian Mikhail Kokliev, only 7 months into his strongman career. The dethroned champion, Ukraine's Vasyl Vereshchuk, was second only to 1 man, Zadrunas Savikis, who after 14 years of hard work, sweat, and sacrifice, goes home to Lithuania with 4 world records and 1 world championship.